In a peaceful village, tucked away from the noise of the world, lived an old lady in a modest house, surrounded by the most beautiful garden anyone had ever seen. People from all over the village would come to admire it, marveling at how every plant bloomed so perfectly. Every flower radiated color, and the air always carried a sweet fragrance. One day, a young man came to visit the old lady. He was restless, filled with frustration about his life. He felt stuck, like he was constantly chasing something but never reaching it. He had heard that the old lady was wise and had a way of helping people find peace. The old lady welcomed him warmly, inviting him to sit in the garden. As he sat, he couldn't help but blurt out his frustrations, how he felt like he was wasting his life, always working, always striving, but never feeling fulfilled. The old lady listened quietly, her hands gently tending to a small patch of soil in front of her. After a while, she reached into her apron and pulled out 3 small seeds, placing them in the young man's hand. "These seeds," she said softly, "are like your life. They don't look like much now, but they hold great potential. What you do with them will determine what they become." The young man stared at the seeds, puzzled. "But how will planting these change my life?" he asked. The old lady smiled. "Let me tell you a story." She told him how many years ago she had been much like him, always in a hurry, always wanting more, always thinking the next achievement or possession would bring her happiness. But no matter how hard she worked or how much she gained, she still felt empty. The gardener. One day she met an old gardener who gave her 3 seeds, just as she was giving him now. The gardener told her the same thing, that life was like these seeds. At first she didn't believe him. How could something so small change anything? But she planted the seeds anyway, and as she tended to them, something unexpected happened. As the plants grew, so did she. She learned patience, as nothing in nature can be rushed. She learned balance, as the plants needed both sunlight and water to thrive. And most importantly, she learned presence, as each day spent in the garden taught her to be fully in the moment. The old lady paused, watching the young man as he absorbed her words. "The seeds taught me," she continued, "that life isn't about chasing success or filling every moment with activity. It's about planting, nurturing, and watching things grow, not just in the garden, but in yourself." The young man looked at the seeds again, feeling something shift inside him. "So what should I do with them?" he asked. "Plant them," the old lady replied. "But don't be in a hurry. Give them time, attention, and care. As they grow, you'll find that the things you've been chasing aren't as far away as you think. Life is already happening right here, right now. You just need to stop long enough to notice." The young man nodded, understanding that the seeds were more than just plants. They were symbols of his life. He left the old lady's garden feeling lighter, with a newfound sense of peace. Conclusion. As the young man returned home, he planted the seeds in his own garden. Each day he visited them, watering them and watching them grow. Slowly he began to change too. He stopped rushing through life and started appreciating the small moments, realizing that life, like a garden, is about growth, patience, and care.